Amber and Tanner in the morning.
Well, we are your morning show on Froggy 92.9.
But you can listen to us any time of the day with Amber and Tanner on demand.
On any podcast platform, froggy929.com, the Froggy 92.9 app.
And every Saturday morning on the radio.
Sonoma County's #1 morning show anytime, anywhere. And right now, here's the best of Amber and Tanner.
I am not trying to mom Tanner, but I think he needs our help. So call us 636-1HOP. I am concerned for your heart. I am concerned for your health. We need to have a talk.
Okay, so I might have a cup of coffee every now and then. Might have some caffeine here and there. I don't think it's that big of a deal.
Listen, yesterday, Tanner came in with a cup of coffee. Seems normal, seems fine. During a commercial break, Tanner went across the street to get an energy drink. He drank the energy drink, and then a coworker brought him a latte not less than an hour later. So you had a coffee, an energy drink, and then a latte.
And then
all within like 3 or 4 hours of each other.
After the show, I also had 2 sodas, if I'm coming clean. Is that too much caffeine?
It's too. How do you not feel like you're going to just die?
I don't know.
Like you're going to explode.
I have built up a tolerance for caffeine. Nothing works for me anymore. And I just have to keep going to get any energy from it.
Oh, my gosh.
Is that concerning?
Yes. A cup of coffee or 2 should do it.
It just doesn't.
I think like maybe 3 cups of a regular coffee, like no espresso or something like that. That's enough.
If I don't have 2, maybe 3 energy sources throughout the day, I get a caffeine withdrawal, and I drink it all throughout the day.
And then you say you can't sleep at night, so what's that about?
Oh, I don't know. I think that's totally unrelated. No, I think I do have a problem with caffeine. I mean, that is a lot. I mean, the fact that I had to leave during a commercial break to go get an energy drink, I mean, that's not normal behavior.
I know. Hey, so what is it? Do you need more energy? Like, how are you feeling? What's going on over there?
I just feel tired 24/7.
Even with the energy drinks?
Even with the energy drinks. I was still tired after those 3 glasses or cups or whatever.
What are we going to do with you?
What should I do? I would love to hear from you right now, so give us a call.
636-1HOP.
Morning, it's Debbie from Hidden Valley Lake. Well, I drink a decent amount of caffeine in the morning, but you can do things to lift yourself up, listening to music, exercising.
I think exercising might be a big one for me.
It's definitely a big one for me. I need to do more of it.
Yeah.
Amber and Tanner on demand on Froggy 92.9.
I really appreciate your intervention that you gave me earlier on the show because it opened my eyes a little bit. My caffeine intake is out of control.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. I mean, I'm only telling you because I care about you and I don't want you to have a heart attack before you're 30.
And I really appreciate
it. Could happen.
You caring.
Thanks.
But I gotta get this under control. How should I curb my caffeine addiction? We got a great message from our friend Karen from Clear Lake.
She said, water, lots of water. Just keep listening to this conversation about caffeine, and you need to stop, Tanner. Get to a doctor who can test your thyroid and your vitamins level, and intently start to reduce your caffeine intake.
Yeah, like you just said, I don't want to have a heart attack before I'm 30. It's not a good look for me.
Oh, bless your heart, Tanner. Well, we'd love to hear from you.
So give us a call right now, 636-1HOP.
Hey, this is Reggie from Healdsburg. Yeah, you got to start drinking 1 cup of coffee a day. You got to start walking after work to wind yourself down.
It's like I'm just winding myself up, and that's it.
Yeah, I find that out too because I'll drink like 2 or 3 cups of coffee during the day, and I sit there looking at the ceiling all friggin' night long.
Yeah, a part of me is nervous because I don't want it to start sounding boring on the air and stuff like that. I want to go, hey everybody, it's Tanner from Amber and Tanner in the morning.
He's making fun of me at this point.
No, not promise.
You're not going to sound boring, my friend, at all. Trust me.
Okay.
Oh, Tanner, it's Deanna from Hidden Valley.
Hi.
We have talked about these energy drinks before.
I know, and I was doing so good for such a long time, and I'm back in the business with them.
No, stop.
No.
They are not good for you.
What would you recommend not energy drink wise? Like I'm having like really bad caffeine withdrawals, and I'm just trying to figure out how to curb it.
Of course you'll have caffeine withdrawals because that's what those are. take vitamin B12 and eat better.
Yeah, the Taco Bell every single day probably isn't. I'm looking at Amber. She's eating an apple right now. I don't remember the last time I've eaten an apple.
Years ago, Dr. Phil or one of those guys said the best afternoon snack or like a pick-me-up or whatever is an apple with yogurt mixed together.
He does like Go-Gurt.
I do. But I think I should just do normal yogurt because I found out Go-Gurt has like triple the sugar.
Yeah.
Oh, God, now you're going to have high cholesterol.
Amber and Tanner on demand on Froggy 92.9.
We are asking you, what should I make for Thanksgiving? Call us right now at 6361-HOP if you have any suggestions. So a friend of mine has invited me to their Thanksgiving. They're asking that I shelter in place for 10 days before I go because of COVID.
That's cool that they're being safe about it.
They're being safe. But everything has to be gluten-free. My friend Vanessa has a gluten allergy. Totally understandable, but I'm already not a cook. I already don't really know how to cook very well. So I'm wondering, what should I make? Because everything I wanted to make has gluten in it because I'm Southern. Like green bean casserole or cornbread.
Pretty sure where you're from, like gluten's just in your bloodstream.
Yeah, I think it's like water.
Yeah.
So, what should I bring? What should I make to this Thanksgiving that I'm going to? That I also want to say I'm really thankful that I have coworkers that invite me to their Thanksgivings.
Yeah, that's really rad.
That's really nice.
Happy for you. What I would recommend, beer or wine. Because you don't have to cook it. Just be like, hey, I brought beer and wine.
Yay!
Let's party on Thanksgiving. That would be the safest bet because I feel like with gluten, I don't have much experience with it, but I feel like with gluten, it's very sneaky and it's like in things you wouldn't expect it to be in. So that's what I'd recommend. Safe rather than sorry. Just get some beer and wine.
Exactly. Okay, that's such a good point to make. It's sneaky.
Have you ever had a celebrity cameo in one of your dreams? I was having this dream that I was stuck in a zombie apocalypse. I was boarded up in a hardware store. And then someone started coming through the ceiling. I thought it was a zombie, but it wasn't. It was someone coming to rescue me, and that person was Luke Bryan. Due to copyright, we can't play Luke Bryan's One Margarita, so just imagine it. I said, Luke Bryan! In my dream.
What are you doing?
And he said, hey, buddy, I came to come help you.
That's the worst Luke Bryan impression I've ever heard.
What are you talking about? Luke Bryan totally talks like this. Hey, buddy.
I feel like he'd be like, hey, man.
That's perfect.
I'm coming to save you.
Said, hey, buddy, come to help you.
Exactly.
Okay.
Hey, you nailed it.
Yeah,
Yay.
I'll figure out the impression.
That's pretty weird.
At the end of the day. But I thought it was so weird that Luke Bryan was coming to save me from a zombie apocalypse. He grabbed me. We went on the roof. We jumped from there to the bed of his truck, and we went off in the distance. Luke Bryan and I.
Okay,
pretty
great.
cool.
I'm so happy for you.
Have you?
Happy for you too.
I promise I'm not in love with Luke Bryan. That's not what I'm saying.
Sure. It's okay if you are.
Have you ever had a celebrity cameo in one of your dreams?
I have. The weirdest celebrity dream I've ever had, and you think it was maybe like, I fell in love with Henry Cavill or Chris Pine, like something like that.
This
but
person
no.
was my boyfriend.
No, the weirdest celebrity dream I ever had was with the actress from Murder, She Wrote, Angela. So Angela and I were fighting trolls.
Nice.
On the playground.
Why is it when we're on a playground?
Dude, I have no idea. It was so weird.
Why do celebrities pop up in our weirdest dreams and they end up being like our sidekicks?
Angela Lansbury, that's her name. I have no idea, but it was very similar to your dream.
Yeah. We asked you this on Facebook, facebook.com/froggy929. When did a celebrity pop up in one of your dreams?
Eden from Sonoma says, always Justin Timberlake since I was a little girl. Oh.
Sasha from Cloverdale said, Dave Grohl of the Foo Fighters proposed to me in a Roach Motel in a dream of mine, and I woke up pretty stoked.
That's not a bad dream. Cherie from Santa Rosa says, Klay Thompson of the Golden State Warriors. He was my boyfriend, and we worked on his pickup truck.
Amber and Tanner on demand on Froggy 92.9.
How did you know your partner was the one? I've had many moments where I'm reminded as to why my fiance is the one, but I'll never forget those first few times when I thought or kind of maybe knew he was the one I wanted to marry. Like, for example, for some reason, him knowing my cereal preferences really did it for me.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know why. It's like little stuff like that. You're
It was love at first crunch.
You know, exactly. He was like, I know that you love Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
Yeah.
I don't know why. That was the moment where I was like, I'm going to marry him. He knows what kind of cereal I like. So, Tanner, I want to ask you, what are maybe some things you're looking for in the one? Is it cereal preferences or is it something bigger?
I don't think I have anything concrete. I mean, I'm a single 24-year-old guy, but I think the main thing is someone that doesn't want to change the main characteristics of who I am, if that makes any sense.
Okay.
Like my personality, don't want to... If it's not working, if you want to change me, it's not going to work at all. So don't waste your time.
Well, they probably need to change some things, like your gratuitous eating.
Exactly.
I'm just kidding.
Or like, I love Dr. Pepper. Don't change that.
Don't change that. All right. Well, we asked you this on Facebook, facebook.com/Amber and Tanner in the morning. How did you know your partner was the one? What are some things?
Jenny from the block, aka Sonoma, says, I can genuinely be myself, and our weirdness is very similar, so all we do is laugh. And as odd as it sounds, we don't really fight about anything, and we've been together for almost 3 years.
That's rookie numbers, 3 years. All right. Brittany from Clear Lake says, it was one of those things you hear about. I thought I had been in love before, but with him, I was like, oh, this is it. You'll know if you aren't 100% sure he ain't it.
When you know, you know.
You know.
Nicole from Katati says, sounds weird, but the moment I met him, we just clicked. We felt like we have known each other for our whole lives. We enjoyed the same thing and wanted the same things in life. We've been together for 7 years and married for 2.
Oh, well, congratulations, Nicole.
The best of Amber and Tanner in the morning, right now. It's Amber and Tanner on demand on Froggy 92.9.
What is a food that you ate so much as a kid, you can't even look at it now? Give us a call anytime, 6361-HOP-UP. We were in our shared office yesterday, Amber.
Shared office.
And I don't remember how, but Crunch Bars were on your screen of your computer.
Yeah.
You know, important show research.
I was looking at Crunch Bars. Big deal.
And I looked at your screen and I went, ugh. I can never eat a Crunch Bar ever again.
And I was like, why?
Because I ate like 50 million of them when I was a kid. My grandparents always had them at their house, and I would eat at least a dozen per hour.
What? No, that's too many.
Exactly.
What did they just have, like a cabinet full of like Crunch Bars? Just like that's it? They had like Top Ramen and Crunch Bars and like one other thing, and that was it?
Pretty much.
Just went to Costco.
There are so many things in my life. I would just have the same foods over and over again in my household. For example, I can't eat frosting either because when I was a kid, I would just take spoonfuls of frosting and just eat it.
You're disgusting.
I can't.
Your mom let you do that?
No, she wasn't home. Also can't do Mountain Dew, Bagel Bites, or Top Ramen. I'm just maxed out. I've hit a certain capacity of these food items, and just looking at them makes my stomach hurt.
I understand because I ate a lot of tuna fish growing up, and people make fun of me for saying tuna fish. I just ate a lot of tuna growing up.
Yeah.
A lot of tuna sandwiches, and I just had to take a break from it. I'm back now.
You're back?
I'm back on eating the tuna fish sandwiches. But
I hope I get back
get
there with Crunch Bars because, man, I loved them when I was a kid.
You sure did. Well, we asked you this on Facebook. What's something you ate too much of as a kid, and now you just can't eat any of it as an adult?
Christina from Santa Rosa says, any and all seafood. Thanks to my dad and stepmom taking me to Sizzler every weekend. Now the smell of seafood makes me gag.
And then Larry from Sebastopol just said, Hot Pockets.
Hot Pockets. Give us a call right now with a food you can no longer eat because you binged them when you were a kid.
636-1467.
Zach, Santa Rosa. I thought pickles. As soon as you made the comment about something that I ate too much of when I was a kid, now I can't stand.
Pickles. What, did your mom make you eat a bunch of them?
No, I used to eat them by the jar. Like, my mom would buy them in jars, and I'd just sit there and pig out on them, and now just looking at pickles make me sick to my stomach for some reason.
How many pickles would you eat a day?
Wait. I need to know what kind of pickles. Like, are we talking slice or whole or petite? I mean...
Whole pickles, dill pickles. I remember going through 2 jars of pickles one time, and my mom came home from work, and she was super upset with me because I ate so many pickles.
I would be too, man.
Yeah, I don't know. I used to love pickles, but now I can't stand them.
You know what?
Big fans over here.
You love what you love, but I'm sorry you ate so many that you maxed yourself out for life.
I know, because pickles are great.
Oh, yeah.
Amber and Tanner on demand. Available on the Froggy 92.9 app, froggy929.com, and Saturday mornings on the radio. It's Amber and Tanner anywhere, anytime. Only on Froggy 92.9.
Is retail therapy good or bad? If you don't know what retail therapy is, it's basically like when you're feeling bad, you go and you buy things.
Yeah.
Go shopping. My friend Lindsay, she decided to ask me to go to DSW with her. DSW, it's like a shoe warehouse. And it's all the way in Novato. It's a bit of a trek. But we went to this like shopping center called Village Oaks, and I was like, I don't need anything, but I bought stuff and I felt great.
Did you get that like rush when you put your credit card in the machine and just it felt like explosions and fireworks were going on?
Kind of like that. I just got in the car and it was just like a sense of relief. I just was like, wow, I needed this. And I don't know if it was like the act of buying things or if it was just like having a day and treating myself.
Yeah.
Like, I just think it was something that I needed. I just needed to get away from everything, the work stress, the virus, the election, and I just like needed to treat myself.
I think that's super important to do right now. I think, whether it's retail, whether it's going to the casino or whatever it is, there are things to make us feel better and forget about this crazy world.
But that shopping center is really cool. You should go there.
It's in Novato?
Yes.
I'm going to go check it out.
You got to go check it out. All of Sonoma County is great. But
with retail therapy, I have to be careful because I often spend more money than I have. I'm like, I'll figure it out. I think it's fine if you set a budget for yourself. I will spend X amount of money. If I spend anything more, won't be happening.
Right. I felt bad about spending money on non-necessities because, times are hard. But I want to hear from you. Do you think retail therapy is good or bad, and why? We asked you this on Facebook, facebook.com/Amber and Tanner in the morning.
Megan from Petaluma says, I hold out on things I really want so that when I need a pick-me-up, I get myself that little treat while running errands. And it makes my day go by a little bit better. So I vote retail therapy is good.
Okay, wow. Thank you so much, Megan. And then Debbie from Santa Rosa just said, sometimes, yes.
Sometimes.
It's Amber and Tanner on demand. The best of the week right now on Froggy 92.9.
Finally have some good news about coronavirus for the first time in 10 months. So the Pfizer coronavirus vaccine is reportedly 90% effective. And Pfizer hopes to ask the FDA for approval within the next 2 weeks. And over 20 million people could be vaccinated for coronavirus by the end of the year.
That is insane.
Right?
I have high hopes.
This is the best news that I have heard in such a long time.
Yes, I think so too. So it means that things might start returning to normal, hopefully, sooner rather than later.
Right. What's the first thing you're going to do if life goes back to normal?
Okay, so yesterday I went to Russian River Brewery in downtown Santa Rosa. We sat outside, but it was so cold outside. I was like, I cannot wait to eat indoors again.
Yeah,
so that's
that
the
warm
first
environment. You can feel that wave coming from the oven. You're like, onion rings? Okay.
I'm going to go inside somewhere to a local brewery, maybe 3rd Street Ale Works, and I'm going to drink some good beer.
That's awesome.
What about you?
I'm going to a concert. Concert is the first thing on my mind. I am so pumped for Country Summer 2021.
Ooh, yeah.
Full lineup at froggy929.com, by the way. Country Summer is what I'm looking forward to, and it's what is giving me, kind of reassurance that everything should be okay.
Okay, I'm really excited for Country Summer as well. But we would love to hear from you. What's the first thing you're going to do when things return to normal and we get this vaccine?
Give us a call right now, 6361-HOP. We have Caroline from Roanoke Park on the phone.
I'm still waiting for my niece's wedding. We've postponed it 3 times already. She was originally scheduled Memorial Day in May. And then we postponed it to the beginning of October.
Okay.
And then that got pushed back to the end of October. So right now it's next year, date unknown as we speak.
On the radio and in your pocket. Download Amber and Tanner on demand right now on your favorite podcast app. Amber and Tanner, Sonoma County's #1 morning show. Only on Froggy 92.9.
What is something you do that others might find weird? We asked you this on Facebook.com/Amber and Tanner in the morning. Got one comment. What did she say?
Jackie from Pengrove says, I'm direct with communication, and a lot of people find that strange and weird.
Do you find that weird?
I don't. I actually appreciate it when people are direct with me. I don't like when people sugarcoat stuff to me. Just tell me like it is. It might suck at first, but it's just easier.
I was about to say, I don't know about that. But yeah, a lot of people are giving me a lot of heck for watching TV with the subtitles on. I talked about it on the show and posted a video of me watching TV. I guess it was like in the background, and I was posting a video of my dog, and somebody was like, you watch TV with the subtitles on? It's like, why is that weird?
You animal, how dare you watch TV with the subtitles on?
Why is that weird to everyone else?
It's weird to me, but I don't think it's weird when other people do it because I get distracted by the subtitles and I'll start reading and I can't do both at the same time. My mind just doesn't compute that.
Well, I can't hear. Like, I'm always asking people, what did they just say? So I got tired of doing that, and I just turned the subtitles on. And
that's where you and I are exact opposites. I'll just... Maybe I wasn't meant to hear that.
All right. Well, is there anything you do that you think other people might find a little weird?
Well, I don't dry any of my shirts.
You just hang them up?
Yeah, I don't. When I wash my clothes, I'll take like pants and socks and stuff like that, throw it in the dryer. With shirts, I just hang them all around my shower and stuff.
Are you afraid they'll shrink?
Yeah,
Okay.
That's part of it, and I genuinely don't like how it feels. That's why my shirts are wrinkled 24/7.
They're like all stiff, though.
Yeah, I like it like that. Who knows?
All right, well, we would love to hear from you. What's something you do that others might find a little weird?
6361-HOP. Give us a call right now.
It's Jeff from Roder Park. Good morning, Tanner. Good morning, Amber.
What's up, Jeff?
Morning, Jeff.
I do a lot of things unusual. I do things backwards compared to most people.
What's an example?
Some examples. Well, when people criticize their children, instead of criticizing them, I try to empower them.
Yeah.
My children can do just about anything, and I think not everybody can do that. And I think that rather than criticizing our children, we should always empower them and try to make them so that they can do more than us rather than less than us.
Some positive reinforcement.
So, but the most weirdest thing is I always like to get up really, really early, and nobody else does.
Like how early we talking, Jeff?
Yeah, what are we talking here?
I average somewhere between 4 and 5, maybe 6 o'clock in the morning.
And people have always thought you were weird for that?
Only people who think I'm weird are the people who don't get up early. The people who get up early like it.
You know what, Jeff? They're the weirdos.
Exactly. Getting up early is nice and quiet, and nobody else is around.
Amber and Tanner on demand. Every Saturday morning starting at 6 a.m. Want even more? Listen on your favorite podcast platform now, including the Froggy 92.9 app.
I wish this was me. I haven't slept, I'm not kidding, more than 4 hours a night for the past week.
It's probably all the coffee and energy drinks you consume during the day.
Ooh, that's probably a big part of it. I think you just figured it out.
I love that you're just now realizing it.
I do drink a lot of caffeine, but I am so tired throughout the day, even when I do drink coffee and energy drinks and 12 million sodas. But at night, I just can't sleep. I'm not kidding. On my Apple Watch, it says I get an average of 3 hours of night of sleep every single night.
So explain this. Do you go to bed at a decent time? You're just like up and you're asleep, then you're up again? Or are you just like...
I am in bed by 7:45 every night just staring at the ceiling.
Oh, so you have trouble falling asleep.
I shut off my phone and everything.
Yikes.
I'm trying to do everything I can do, but I just can't fall asleep. So right now I am searching for a sleep remedy. Do you have any?
For me, I take melatonin.
Ooh.
I have these little gummies. They're great.
I'm just scared I'm going to be reliant on them.
Probably.
Yeah.
But maybe someone else has a better remedy for you. We did ask on Facebook.
Facebook.com/Froggy929. Bobby from Santa Rosa says, if I did, I wouldn't be awake right now looking at Facebook.
Oh. Thanks, Bobby. Candace from Roder Park says, I drink sleepy time tea or sometimes I take a melatonin.
And Jen from Petaluma says, mindfulness meditation for sleep on YouTube.
That sounds like that's what you need.
Some sounds and stuff like
Ooh,
that.
Yeah.
Do you remember that water that we got sent to us, like when we first moved here to Sonoma County? Soma?
Som sleep or something? I don't remember.
Maybe I'll give that a shot.
Did that work?
That definitely worked. I was out like a light.
All right. Well, we'd love to hear from you. We're looking for some sleep remedies for Tanner. 636-1HOP.
This is Denise from Sebastopol. There's, this might be a little out there, ancient Chinese practice called Qigong. And it's supposed to, like, move the qi around your body. And they have, like, qi is energy. So, like, if you do some of these, like, weird kind of, like, tapping things before bed, you're supposed to help you sleep really well.
Tapping things. Have you done this before?
I have tried it. I haven't really done it much, like, before bed. I'm tried it more like in the morning, but there are supposed to be like certain routines, they call them, that you can do at night that help you sleep better.
I'll give that a shot and report to you on how it goes.
Okay, cool.
Amber and Tanner on demand. Every Saturday morning starting at 6 a.m. Want even more? Yes. Listen on your favorite podcast platform now. Woohoo! Including the Froggy 92.9 app.
What is something out of the ordinary that gives you anxiety? I'm not talking about the usual stuff like tall heights or deadlines, things like that. I'm talking about like little things like being on the phone with people.
Is that something you don't like?
I hate it so much.
Really?
Yeah, especially if it's people I don't know or I'm not familiar with. So that's pretty much why my shoulder's probably injured, because I'm so afraid to call the doctor right now. I hate it. I hate it so much. And I think a lot of it comes from feeling like that doctors don't believe me and they're not really like
they don't take you seriously.
So I'm worried about the whole like process of it, I think.
When you're younger and you go to the doctor and complain about something, go, oh, you're young, you'll be fine. Is that something you're concerned about?
Yeah, and the thing is, back in high school, I actually hurt this shoulder playing soccer, and I don't think I was like properly diagnosed. Like, I don't think that it healed correctly, and that's why I hurt it again. So I'm afraid of going to a doctor and that happening again, just not getting the proper care. And I just don't feel like being on the phone and going through all of these things just to have them say, just keep icing it for 2 months.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I get it. When it's outside the doctor, do you still hate talking on the phone?
Yes, that's very true. I hate talking on the phone. I hate calling people and just being really awkward about it. So is there anything like this that you might have anxiety over?
Not necessarily for phones, but I'm always scared to take the trash out.
Yeah.
I know that sounds so silly, but I feel like I can't be on guard.
Really?
If something bad happens, and every time I take the trash out, I get kind of freaked out.
We're going to have to buy you some pepper spray or something.
I'll just use the trash as a weapon.
You can put it in your front pocket or something. That way you can drop the bag.
Not that I live in a dangerous area or anything. This has been this way my entire life.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
All right. Well, we asked you this on Facebook, facebook.com/Amber and Tanner in the morning. What's a weird thing you have anxiety over?
Debbie from Hidden Valley Lake says driving someplace I've never been to that's out of town.
Yeah, that can be a little anxiety-inducing. Patricia from Santa Rosa says asking people for help anywhere for anything.
I feel that, Patricia.
Yeah.
I really do. And Robin from Katati says deciding on what food to eat.
This is Amber and Tanner on demand. Miss something from the show this week? Catch up on Saturday mornings at 6 a.m. or on the new Froggy 92.9 app.
Do you have an interesting or bizarre animal living in your household? Want to hear from you, so give us a call, 636-1HOP. I posted just a meme of a goose attacking someone on Instagram, as I normally do yesterday. You can find us on Instagram at Amber and Tanner in the morning, by the way. And I posted it, and it brought back memories of that vicious attack back in 2007 when I got attacked by a goose.
I like how you remember the exact year.
It was at 6th grade camp, and a goose attacked my leg. It was clamped in there for like 30 seconds. I will never forget it. There's a scar on my leg forever.
Aw.
But
You okay?
I just don't look at goose or geese the same ever again. But someone named Susie, who's a friend of the show, she messaged me and said, just so you know, all geese aren't like that.
Aww.
I have a pet one that is the sweetest creature on the planet and follows me around like a puppy all day long.
That's really sweet.
I still think geese are the devil, but it's okay. Maybe you can tame them. I just grew up with dogs and cats and like the most exotic
normal stuff.
Yeah, the most exotic pet I've had is a fish. So
those are cool.
Did you have exotic animals in your household, Amber?
Oh man, did I? Do you have an hour?
I do actually.
We have like 1 minute. But yeah, no, my family owned a pet store, so we had like all kinds of like weird stuff. We had like a bearded dragon named Molly. We had a rose hair tarantula named Rosie. We had a big iguana named Seymour in the pet store. My aunt had a duck named Quack Quack. Like, it was just, we had
That is so cool.
We had a million different birds and like so many different kinds of animals. So I am like on this.
You're like
unique
Dr.
animals.
Dolittle.
Yes, I am like want to hear about your unique animals that you have maybe as pets.
Facebook.com/Froggy929. Sean from Petaluma says, well, I have a farm in Petaluma. We all have kinds of weird animals. My favorite is my llama named Trish.
That's the best name for a llama I've ever heard. Abby from Healdsburg says, my neighbor has a hedgehog named Bob. He's had it for years.
And Chris from Santa Rosa says, my dad had a goat that lived in our house. It wore a diaper and everything.
Why did it wear a diaper?
I don't know.
This is Amber and Tanner on demand. Miss something from the show this week? Catch up on Saturday mornings at 6 a.m. or on the new Froggy 92.9 app.
Give us a call right now. I want to hear your story, and we want to know what's a positive change you've made in your life. We actually asked you this on Facebook if you want to participate in the conversation.
Facebook.com/Froggy929. Tammy from Forestville started the conversation with putting distance or cutting out toxic people or relationships.
That's a good positive change. Arlene from Santa Rosa says that she left her ex after a 25-year toxic relationship. And then she said, I finally know what it's like to have peace in my life. Well,
wow.
Congratulations, Arlene.
And April from Roanoke Park says, I've been getting in better physical shape. Less potatoes.
I always say more potatoes, but, whatever.
Yeah.
Well, I'm asking everyone this because, I think that I've made a positive change in my life. I'm learning to say no to things. Someone once told me, say yes, because if you don't, someone else will.
Oh,
and I think I
okay.
took that to heart, and I just felt like I had to say yes to everything and do everything and be everything. And
It's hard to say no sometimes, and that's something I struggle with too.
Well, I'll give you this piece of advice, Tanner. I realize that that's a little toxic, and some things you just have to say no to for your mental health. Even if you're saying no to yourself. Like yesterday, I was like, I should put on eye makeup. It would make me look better. I was like, no, I don't want to do that. I don't want to put on eye makeup. What's going to happen if I don't put on eye makeup? So I told myself no. I was like, don't do that. If you don't feel like doing that, don't do it.
Yeah.
Right?
I like that.
Yeah.
It's kind of like you're going from the passenger seat in your life to the driver's seat a little bit, even if it's little things like that.
Good metaphor.
Thanks.
Well, what's a positive change you think you've made in your life recently?
A big thing is I want to do a lot every single day.
Yeah.
Everything. And what I've done is just do a to-do list, only have 5 things that you have to get done no matter what. And the rest, maybe you can just fill in another day.
Nice.
Yeah.
Do you think that it's made a difference so far?
I've been better some days than others. But yeah, I would say the days I do it definitely makes a difference.
All right, we'd love to hear from you. Give us a call, 6361-HOP. What's a positive change you've made in your life?
This is Chandler from Katani. So like something like a real positive change in my life was I took a break from eating meat, and it made me really like stop and think about like what I was eating and when I was eating, and like overall kind of just felt better and was like, my mood improved. I lost weight. I mean, it's been great.
Amber and Tanner on demand on Froggy 92.9.
When did a TV show or a movie inaccurately portray your profession? We asked you this on Facebook, facebook.com/Amber and Tanner in the morning.
Grace from Santa Rosa says, I'm a nurse, and the show Grey's Anatomy drives me crazy. It's so unrealistic.
There's this new movie that's coming out. It's called Midnight at the Magnolia, and it's about 2 radio morning show personalities. And here's the thing. It's nothing like what Amber and I's job are.
I don't even think it's about radio.
It's really about them creating this like segment. They're like, oh my God, how crazy would it be if we acted like we fell in love? Our audience would go crazy. And they actually fall in love.
Of course.
All that stuff. But the thing that bothered me wasn't the cheesy plot of it. What bothered me was the things in radio, just in the trailer, were so inaccurate. For example, the microphone was like a foot below their voices. And if they actually talked like that, the show would just sound like this.
It was so bad.
Isn't this great? And it just bothered me.
Yeah.
And
nothing was quite right.
The equipment wasn't right. They
just
looked
tell.
good in the morning, not tired, and I didn't buy it.
Well, yeah, everything just looked really awful and didn't portray radio very well. So if you watch it, don't think that's what it's like in here, because it's not.
It's not. If you ever want to see what it's like after this pandemic, you can come sit with us in here and see what it's actually like. But has there ever been a portrayal of your profession that was nothing like your real job?
Give us a call right now, 636-1HOP.
Hey, it's Deanna from Hidden Valley.
Hi.
Hey.
You know, I saw that on Facebook, your question on that. And the first thing that came to mind, I don't really watch movies that much, but was The Accountant.
Yeah.
Oh, wait. The guy who, killed people?
Yeah, but see, I'm having terrible. But wasn't he he was awful. Wasn't he embezzling or protecting something? But yeah, he was killing people. And it's like, well, there's people I would like to kill, but I didn't.
Are you telling me all accountants don't go around killing people?
Yeah, no, I don't think we do.
Amber and Tanner on demand on Froggy 92.9.
What is the strangest or weirdest Christmas gift you've ever bought someone? I was browsing the net yesterday looking for Christmas gifts to give to people.
You're already buying Christmas presents and stuff?
I'm preparing.
All right.
And I found the most amazing thing I've ever seen. It's a yodeling pickle.
A yodeling pickle.
A
yodeling.
Yeah. So here's the product description. Are you ready?
Yep.
Are you sick and tired of trying to teach your pickles to yodel? Pickles can be so stubborn. At last, the yodeling pickle you've been waiting for with a mere press of a button. Yes, it has a button. This pickle will yodel its heart out. You'll think you're in the Swiss Alps listening to a yodeling pickle. I think I'm going to give this to someone this year.
I'm sold. I'm surprised you're not buying it for yourself.
I don't know how it works. I don't really know what it does. But it's gotta be up there with one of the weirdest Christmas gifts I've ever given somebody.
I can't wait to whoever gets it to open it. And they're like, a yodeling pickle? Like, yeah, for all your needs.
You're not gonna know who's gonna get this pickle. It should be such a surprise to whoever receives it. But what's the strangest Christmas gift you've ever given, Tanner?
I was doing a Secret Santa in high school. It was my senior year of high school. And I got someone that I, honest to God, did not know at all. And they didn't really give a description for some ideas or anything. So I just got them a pumpkin pie from Costco. Because everybody loves a pumpkin pie from Costco.
Did they like it?
Not at all.
Okay.
But they were nice to me about it. But I could tell it wasn't what their heart was set on.
Well, it looks like we're getting some great messages on our Froggy Facebook page right now.
And Hannah from Santa Rosa said, a used book, not a new book. I made a poll on Instagram about whether or not a used book is acceptable gift. All the people who voted yes got used books from me, and they weren't happy.
That's what you get. Think about what you would want, and then vote.
Yeah.
Jilliard from Novato says, a plunger in the IKEA storage bins that fold flat when not in use. Useful gifts. Useful gifts.
And Courtney from Geyserville says, a box of Cascade, heavy enough to make him think it might be something good.
The best of Amber and Tanner in the morning, right now. It's Amber and Tanner on demand on Froggy 92.9.
Do you remember when I said this?
Why don't you like breakfast food?
I don't. I just genuinely don't enjoy it in the morning. It's that time for a burrito or like yesterday I had Taco Bell for breakfast and it was like the best day of my life.
Do I really sound like that?
Apparently so. I found out that I am basically a nutritionist.
Okay.
Because a friend told me that according to that, I follow a diet fad called gratuitous eating. And gratuitous eating, what it is, it's basically you eat whatever you're craving whenever you want.
Yep.
And a lot of health experts say it's a good diet plan.
Why?
I have no idea. It's because your body is craving certain nutritions and stuff like that. And when the body craves Taco Bell, the body craves Taco Bell.
Something's not right. Something's not right about that. You are definitely a gratuitous eater.
Yeah.
You and I were talking off air, and I was like, man, you know what? It's something I appreciate you for. You're just like, if I want a taco, I'm going to go get a taco.
Yeah.
I'm doing it. I'm like, all right, dude, go for it.
Some people set up maybe I should make a health expert Instagram.
No one said that.
Does this mean I'm hashtag fitness goals now?
You're going to have a Fitspo
Yeah.
Insta?
Yeah. The gratuitous eating man. I'm going to create it. No, I'm just joking around. This is the stupidest diet plan I've ever heard of. If we just ate whatever we craved all the time, everyone would look like me and nobody wants that.
Oh my gosh. Why are you gonna talk to yourself like that, Tanner?
What is the silliest diet fad you have ever heard of? Gratuitous eating takes the cake for me.
I know a friend that did a diet fad where she ate nothing but bean pudding.
Bean pudding?
Yeah, she sent me a whole book on it, and I read about it, but it just doesn't make any sense to me to just eat bean pudding for 2 weeks.
Doesn't
and then
make sense to me
You're
either.
like, it's just dumb. Don't do it.
We reach out to you on Facebook, facebook.com/Amber and Tanner in the morning. What is the silliest diet fad you have ever heard of?
Wanda from Santa Rosa said, the all-liquid diet, I couldn't do it.
Daryl from Petaluma says, my daughter tried intermediate fasting. There's no way that is healthy.
Chris from Sebastopol says, Joe Rogan did an all-carnivore diet. That's just stupid.
I'm going to have to agree with that.
Joe Rogan does weird stuff.
Yeah.
You've been listening to Amber and Tanner on demand. Hit next episode to hear even more now. Join in live every weekday morning from 5 a.m. to 10 a.m. as Amber and Tanner take your phone calls on Froggy 92.9 on the radio.